Now we're going to combine the last two videos together and do overlapping triangles with the corresponding parts of congruent triangles or congruent. So let's take a look at this proof. We are trying to prove that ZW, this segment here, is congruent to segment YX. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to draw these two triangles separately, just because right here this might get a little crazy with this larger angle being cut. I don't even know if it's in half, but I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and draw these triangles separately. So I've drawn them separately, each of them properly labeled according to the vertices. Now let's take a look at given information. So we're given that ZXW is congruent to YWX. So we have ZXW, so this angle here, is congruent to YWX. So that would be here. On the larger diagram where they're overlapping, ZXW is only going to be this little section right here. So I'm also going to mark it on the overlapping triangles. YWX would just be this little part right here. Now we have that angle ZWX, which is this one, so ZWX, that is this larger angle. So on the separate triangle, it's here, is congruent to YXW. So YXW is this larger angle here. So I can mark that with the two arc marks. And then in the smaller diagram, you can see it's right here. So it's easier to see for me when I draw them separately. This just, to me, looks a little bit confusing. In the next part of the proof, we're given a little bit of a hint. So WX is congruent to something else. So notice that right here, they both share this common side. So that means segment WX is congruent to segment XW, and that would be the reflexive property of congruence. Now I have enough information to prove that these two triangles are congruent. What postulate or theorem justifies their congruence? I can say that triangle ZXW is congruent to YWX by angle, side, angle, triangle congruence postulate. So now that the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts will also be congruent. So that means now that segment ZW is congruent to segment YX by corresponding parts of congruent triangles being congruent. Let's take a look at one more. We're trying to prove that angle A and B are congruent. So here's angle A, here's angle B. We have one triangle here and then another triangle here. I'm going to go ahead and draw them separately. Now that I have the two triangles drawn separately, let's take a look at given information and mark the diagram. So we have that segment AC is perpendicular to segment CD. So AC is here, CD is here, and if they're perpendicular, that means there's a right angle right there. Then we have BD is perpendicular to DC, so that would be a right angle right there. And respectively, this is where they would be in the overlapping triangles. Last, we have that segment AD is congruent to segment BC. So in the overlapping diagrams, it would be there. So we have two boxes up here that are both going to lead to the same statement. So that's going to be these first two statements here. Because these two lines are perpendicular and these two lines are perpendicular, it's going to lead to two right angles, and all right angles are congruent. So we just want to list those right angles. So the angle created by these two perpendicular lines would be angle ACD, And then the angle created by these two perpendicular lines would be angle BDC. Logically, we would want to list our next piece of given information, which was the segments that were congruent. So that means segment AD would be congruent to segment BC, and that was given. We need one more piece of information to go here to determine whether or not the triangles are congruent. And if you look at the overlapping triangles, they do have a shared side. So that means that segment CD is congruent to segment DC by reflexive property of congruence. So if you take a look at this larger diagram, I've now marked the overlapping sides or the shared side as congruent, and then in the separate triangles you can see that CD is congruent to DC. So what theorem or postulate makes these two triangles congruent? It would be the hypotenuse leg theorem, because they both have a right angle, they both have the hypotenuse, which is the side that's marked with the green mark, and then the base or legs of the triangles are also congruent. So because these two triangles are congruent, that means that their corresponding parts are also going to be congruent. So now I can say that angle A is congruent to angle B because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.